come back to Houston, an experience where we remember what had happened to us. But I knew in my heart that if I was going to expose my kids to a better education, to better things in Houston, Houston was the place for us to be. And I had a job, I had an experience already. I had a strong foundation in me that I knew I was going to make it. Against my wife's wishes, I accepted a position in Houston. So serious. And the reason I did that was because my boss told me, he said, Lupe, we want you in Houston. You have so many qualities that you can do a better job for us. So we need you over there. He said, and if you don't take this last promotion, you're going to drive that pickup the rest of your life. Then do you want that for yourself? I said, of course not. He said, but then go to Houston. He talked me into it. When I came to Houston, they gave me a company car. Now I was driving a car instead of a pickup. And I was, now I had my own office. And again, I became #1 sales for the company out of Houston. When my boss told me that, he said, look, go to Houston and find out, see how you're going to like it. And if you don't like it, just, come back to Laredo. And but take your time. He said, if you need to take 3 months, take 3 months. I arrived in Houston on Sunday night, and on Monday morning, I was to be trained by their top salesman in Houston that knew everybody, that had a name for himself. His name was Mark Davis, and I never forget that. So Mark picked me up at the hotel. We went to make sales calls. When I got back that evening, I called my boss in Corpus Christi, my original manager. I said, Mark, there's Mark. I said, Mark, I'm taking the job in Houston. He said, wait a minute, you only be there 1 day. Why are you making this decision so soon? He said, well, if this guy is your #1 salesman in Houston, I'm going to be a star. He said, I've known that about you. That's what I want you in Houston. So I stayed here with Reed in Houston 2 years, back in 1992. After we moved from Laredo in 1988 back to Houston. Our company and I separated. I believe that I grew that company. I needed to do something better with myself. And I needed to do something different as well. Remember that was drilling. I needed to go into the production side of the industry. In order for me to do that is to work for a company that did production work. I knew drilling, but the other side was the production end of it. I ended up working for CUD, pressure control. And I've been with CUD now 16 years. But during that time, they had a contract in Mexico with Pemex. And they were having some problems trying to communicate and trying to coordinate all the jobs and all the people and all the logistics and things like that. So I went in and helped them. We fixed that problem, we got it straight. The contract ended, we came back to Houston. There were a lot of problems with the contract, so they didn't want to do it anymore. But then my boss offered me a job full-time with CUD, because I was consulting then for them. He said, no, the contract's over, I want you to stay with us with CUD. So I did. I ended up staying with them 15 years, 16 years. I have been with that company for the last 5 years. I am managing director of the company. We provide people that drill wells. But wouldn't you know it, some of those people that slammed the doors on me, some of those people that wouldn't talk to me, guess where they're working for now? They're working for me. And I'm going to the location and telling them, if you ever hear that you mistreat the salesman, I'm going to run you off. That's not what I told them. I told them something. How is it possible that I ended up working in the oil and gas industry? How is it possible that I have 102 people that report to me now, 102, and every one of them are white? And I, as the manager, I've been a Hispanic. I don't quite understand still when people call me Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez for this, Mr. Lopez for that. And it makes me proud, you know, that that's happening now, but at the same time, I just can't get used to it because it's just not me. I like to remain humble sometimes, and sometimes I don't. My wife keeps me in line when I'm not humble. Sometimes it goes to my head, like, you know. But where I am now, and where I'll end up, I don't know. I'm very blessed to be where I am, to have what I have, my family. I was told some years back here in Kingwood that I was one of the wealthiest men in Kingwood. But they were referring to material things. They were referring to family. I wish that my kids were here so you can meet them all. One of the most beautiful families, I said, because they are beautiful. You know, here in Kingwood. When we were in Houston, when we first came to Kingwood, we go to church, and we'd take a hug. And people would always come to us and say, what a beautiful family you have. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're so proud of that. One of the things that I believe in very much is education. This coming Saturday, University of Oklahoma, my son graduates, my youngest boy. Very proud. That's next number 6. We have one more to go. I'm very happy that Joe and Bernice invited me to be here with y'all tonight. I hope that I've been able to share some of what's in my heart with you. I know that there's a story in every one of us. Perhaps one day I want to hear yours too. And I give thanks to God first for where I am today. And my beautiful wife, of course. Thank you, I love you. I not only love you, I'm in love with you. Sounded good, huh? Thank you very much. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope I didn't bore you.